Hello guys, and welcome to my weekly melting basket. This should be a fairly quick basket because upon picking it this week, I had Chris blind pull per usual, and he pulled a lot of very large things, so that means there's less things. But we will start with my empties, which there are a lot of. That portion's honestly probably going to be longer than the rest of my video, but we will get right on into it. First, from Fantasy Wax, we have David and Patrick. This is strawberries, chocolate, and orange liqueur. This smells really good. It wasn't as strong as I was hoping for, but it was really good, and I would repurchase. This one is a sample from Sassy Wax Melts and Milk and Cookies. I just popped this in the warmer, so I don't really have much to say about it. Their wax is typically pretty strong. However, the samples are very small, so I don't really get a good judge on them. But I don't really go for chocolatey scents because Chris despises them, so I probably would not repurchase. This one is Ludo, Tea and Cakes, and Strawberry Jam. I wasn't, expecting much out of this one. It ended up being really good, and freaking wax on me. I got almost a bready note, probably the cakes, part of Tea and Cakes, but it was really good and I would repurchase. This one from Simo, Cappuccino, Espresso, and Sugar Cookie Dough. This one smelled really good on cold. It smelled like nothing on warm, to the point that I turned off my warmers and changed them out because I wasn't going to spend 6 hours on a wax that smelled like nothing. This one was also from Simo, Hazelnut Cafe and Butterbrickle. This one was pretty good, but I have decided I'm not going to be purchasing from Simo any longer because they just don't really work out for me. Next, I had this one from Birdies and Crying Out Loud, which is Cotton Candy, Kettle Corn, Sweet Strawberry, Marshmallow Fluff. I mostly got the Sweet Strawberry, which was then amplified, the sweetness, by the Cotton Candy and the Marshmallow Fluff. Didn't really get any Kettle Corn, which I don't really care. This was really good. I would repurchase. Blackberry Jam, Danish Butter Cookies, and Sugar Milk. This one was okay. Probably wouldn't go out of my way for it. It's not very memorable. Fresh Baked Bread from That Smell Good shop. This I just popped in the warmers, but I can guarantee it's going to be amazing. It's not yeasty. It's very, like it says, you can smell the crust. It's very crusty smelling. But I've had very few flops from That Smell Good shop, so I'm going to say that it's good. This was my shining star for the week. It was a scoopable from L3 and zucchini bread, banana nut bread, and pie crust. This is a very authentic banana bread, and every time I melted it, I was like, damn, that smells so good. So, highly recommend. Pineapple Whip from Fantasy. This was very good if you like those kind of scents. I'm not obsessed with pineapple, so I probably would not get it again. Hot Patootie Brown Sugar. I did look this up, and Hot Patootie was like a hot orange Danish. I love those kind of scents, so in turn I loved this. I would repurchase. Zucchini Pumpkin Bread from Birdies. I've melted this probably upwards of 5 to 7 times. This is amazing. I will always repurchase. Rose Girls Espresso, Dunk My Donuts, and Cupcake Noel. I really only got the Dunk My Donuts, which is very cinnamony, so I probably would not repurchase. Pumped Up Zucchini from That Smell Good shop, baked pumpkins and zucchini bread. Amazing, highly recommend. Super good throw. Don't Eat the Seeds from Villainous, vanilla cupcakes, watermelon filling, and pink sugar buttercream icing. This was a very candy watermelon, which kind of makes me feel sick, so I would not repurchase. Fairy Godmothers, mandarin, and passion fruit. I melted this in the bathroom. It was a really nice, strong, fruity scent, so I would recommend and repurchase. Fantasy Wax, Santa Claus, cookies, buttercream, and vanilla. Melted this in the kitchen, so I didn't really get much of a chance to smell it, but I don't really like simple vanilla scents all that much, so I probably would not re-get it. Merida from Nerdy Wax, chocolate, smoky marshmallows, and graham crackers. This smelled kind of like nothing, so I do not recommend. Labyrinth, this mostly smelled like orange to me. Had it in the bathroom, but it was very good, and I would repurchase. But first, Brunch, Hot Fresh Pretzels, Salted Caramel, Caramel Macchiato, and Caramelized Pralines. This was a tiny sample, and it was so fucking strong, so I would highly recommend that. Green apple from the Bathing Garden, smelled like nothing, would not recommend. Chocolate kettle corn milkshake, kettle corn, milk chocolate, sugar cream ice cream. I don't remember this, but I probably would not repurchase because that's too chocolatey. Watermelon Island, Margarita, fizzy pop. Melted this in the bathroom. It was okay. I would not get it again because I don't really like watermelon. Peep Show. This was very caramely and delicious. I would repurchase. Highly recommend. Sugared almond. I don't know where this is from. This was okay. The sample was kind of small, so I didn't get a ton of throw, but it did smell nice. Apple cider. Very apple cidery. It was fine. I don't go out of my way for those kind of scents, so I would not repurchase. Waffle cone, sweet cream, whole vanilla beans, and coffee. This was amazing. I would definitely repurchase. Mickey's chocolate ice cream bucket. This didn't smell like much on warm, so I would not repurchase. Apple cider pancakes. Exactly what it smelled like. It was very good, but I would not probably repurchase because I prefer more of like a pumpkin pecan waffle or like a pumpkin zucchini bread over apple cider scents. And then I mixed these two in the bathroom because they were so tiny and they both just smelled like apples, but even together on warm, it kind of smelled like nothing. So with that being said, I would not repurchase that. That is all of my empties. I'm gonna go throw these away so we can get into this week's basket. I do have one thing rolling over for this week, and it is the rest of this snap bar from Villainous. I have 4 snaps left. I'm using this in the bathroom. It's a strawberry kiwi taffy, very fruity. I can't really say much about it because I just put it in, so I will give you a thorough review next week. And then for the other 3 days of the week, I'm going to use this one, which is Age of Aquarius, which is cannabis smoke, fresh air, and long, beautiful hair. It's very sparkly and pretty. And I'm mostly just getting like the fresh air type of scent. So that'll be the bathroom. So the main reason we are, I'm sure you can guess what that is, having a smaller basket this week is because we pulled a loaf. And I want to use it like 2 complete times, which is like all 4 of my melters twice. So that's 8 of my melt of the week are going to be this. And it is strawberry pound cake, pumpkin pecan waffles, and don't cross streams. It's heavenly. Strawberry pound cake and pumpkin pecan waffles are 2 of my favorite scents of all time. So very excited. We will chop her up. And then we have a Peppermint Dream from the Pharmacist's Daughter, which is peppermint, blue cotton candy, and pink sugar. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love peppermint and pink sugar together. So, gotta separate what needs to be chopped and what doesn't. We pulled a scoop in good old Mountain Dew from L3. And it smells like Mountain Dew. So we have that. I have a couple melts from Carly from Carly Plans. Her husband Joe is in the process of opening a wax shop. They have since changed the name since I received these, so it's going to be called Black Magic Melts on Etsy. I will have it linked down below. They also have Instagram if you want to go follow them, but I got a couple of melts from her as like a party favor from her birthday party. So we pulled 2 of those. The first one is Birthday Bash, which we talked about it. She's going to have the scent notes on here, and it's birthday cake and Fruity Pebbles type of scent. And yeah, it smells like Fruity Pebbles to me mostly, but to me, cereal scents kind of overpower. Yeah, you get that strong, strong, strong Fruity Pebbles. I haven't melted a cereal scent in a while, so I'm excited about that. And then this one's my favorite of the ones I have from her, or from him. It's from her husband, Joe. And this one's in Vanilla Latte. It's like the perfect balance of like vanilla, sweet, sugary with coffee. Obsessed. So I'm excited to give those a try. They don't have anything in their shop at the moment, but you can, or I think there might be like 1 item, but go favorite their shop so you can know when they do pop new releases in there. And then I'm pulling my first thing from Teddy B's, which is Country Fare. We have kettle corn, soft pretzels, and fried ice cream. This was one of my favorites. I think my second favorite from the release is literally looks just like flounder. You cannot convince me otherwise. And this is amazing. It's one of the things I'm looking forward to most this week because this is a new to me vendor and I love a pretzel scent. We have this partial bag here. Everything that was in here I gifted away because I don't really like this scent and I have 2 bags of it. Banana bread cards. I'm hoping it transforms on warm because this had such rave reviews. I can smell it literally like I'm holding it here. I can smell it. It is such a runty banana scent. Chris smelt it. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I like that. Me too. So I'm hoping it transforms on warm, and that'll be sad that I gave so much of it away, but as of right now, I'm not a fan. We also have a Bitty Betty loaf here. And Sweetie Pie Pink Frosted Animal Cookies in Monster Jam. It smells amazing. I love the scent of Pink Frosted Animal Cookies. I don't know what Sweetie Pie or Cookie Monster Jam is, but I'm getting a very strong Pink Frosted Animal Cookie, and I am not mad about it. There's literally only 2 more items, guys. We have apple cider, cinnamon sugar, coffee bean, and zucchini bread. You mostly get the apple cider cinnamon. You get it like in the order that it's on here, like apple cider, cinnamon sugar, coffee bean, and then you don't really smell much zucchini bread. I'm excited to see what that looks like on warm. Then I have one thing from To the Moon and Back Creations, and this is Captain Crunch Country Hot Cakes. So pretty. I'm gonna be honest, at the moment it kind of mostly just smells like the hot cakes. I'm not getting any crunch berries, but we will see what she does on warm. So I am gonna get to chopping. The first thing I'm gonna chop up is this loaf, and you guys know when I chop most of my things, I do not microwave them. Loaves are the exception. It would be such a misery to try to chop a loaf without microwaving it. So I'm gonna microwave it. I'm not sure how long. I'll let you know when I get back. Okay, I hope that wasn't long enough. I did 20 seconds and then 15. I like to chop them this way. This is like maybe my 3rd loaf I've ever chopped, so judgment-free zone, please. If you think I'm chopping it like an idiot, that's fine. I am an idiot, so no hurt feelings there. Yeah, that was like a good amount of microwaving it because it's sliding right on through. Oh my god, it smells so good. Yeah, here's my struggle is that I need a bigger cutter when it comes to loaves because mine's not long enough to cut a loaf the long way. Okay, now that she's chopped up, I'm not going to keep it in its loaf shape. I'm going to break her apart and then just pop the pieces in the bag. If you keep it in the loaf shape and you put it back in the thing, you have to wait for it to completely cool down. I don't have the patience. Because if you don't wait for it to cool down, then when it does, it could like all stick back together and then you'll have to recut it again. So I'm just gonna pop these pieces in here. If I was gonna return this to my collection, I would probably put it back in the loaf pan. But as you guys are probably aware, I have the motto that once it makes it to my melting basket, it will never see the collection again. It is on its final days and its way out. It will not be going back there. Okay. So here we have a good old chopped up loaf. That is lots of wax for me to get through. Okay. I guess I'll do the little baby loaf next. She's got some oil seepage. She's leaking. You see how much harder this is for me to cut because I'm too lazy to go microwave it. And again, I'm not putting her back in her tray. If I don't have to do that, then I won't, because it's a lot of work to put things back into the trays and get them like in perfectly once they're cut. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, we will go for the buns. As you guys know, I like to cut these into thirds. I've tried fourths, and it just doesn't work out for me. It's actually kind of soft. I'm not sure why, but works for me. This is very interesting, like the apple cinnamon mixed with the coffee. Probably smells like the new like apple macchiato bullshit at Starbucks. I don't drink coffee, so I am not really aware, but pop her in there. Never used Teddy Bees, so I don't know how. I feel like this wax seems a little soft, so I don't know how hard it is going to. Oh, never mind. Never mind, ignore me. It popped out pretty easily. I'm gonna cut this into eighths, I've decided, because this is a very thick souffle. Okay. So I'm gonna not put this back in the souffle cup. As you could probably guess. Do you guys put them back in like the tins, or you just put it back in the bag? Tell me what your preferred method is, because this is clearly mine. Might have been useful to put this one back because it barely fits in here. Okay. Very excited to melt that. Two more things to chop. This one I'm gonna cut into 6 because it's a smaller souffle. Okay, that cut very oddly. Yeah, unsure about like the texture of this wax. Like, look at it like looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Interesting. That's all I gotta say about that. As long as it performs well, I don't really give a fuck. But if it's funky and doesn't perform well, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, this cutting board looks interesting. So the last thing I have is this one, which is gonna get fucking glitter everywhere. And I'm gonna cut this into thirds because I have 4 melts from the snap bar. So I need 3 more melts for the bathroom. And I don't like this scent enough to have it carry over. And that is everything. So if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.